Hello, beautiful. I'm your host, Nicole Goff. Welcome to the Ecstatic Life podcast, the podcast for women who want it all: health, wealth, freedom, authenticity, love, beauty, all of the hidden gems just waiting to be uncovered. This is the podcast for women who are ready to discover their inner creatrix, to discover their inner manifester, and who want to find the ecstatic in every day. Hello, beautiful souls, and welcome to the very first episode of the Ecstatic Life podcast. I am so happy to have you here, that you have found your way to this podcast. And I am so looking forward to being able to share all the bits and pieces of knowledge, all the gems that I have collected throughout my lifetime, throughout this 40 years on earth, through all of my vast experiences, and to be able to utilize this technology, utilize this access to so many people around the world that we have at our fingertips these days, and to share this knowledge. And I'm hoping that it reaches those who need it, and that it's my genuine, true wish that it helps more people find the ecstatic in their life. And so I thought for this very first episode, I would explain why ecstatic. How did I come to this? What does it mean to me? What does it represent? So I first want to read you a definition. So ecstatic, adjective. 1, feeling or expressing overwhelming happiness or joyful excitement. 2, involving an experience of mystic self-transcendence. Noun, a person subject to mystical experiences. So now I actually came to this word through the experience of ecstatic dance. So I have found that this particular way of coming into embodiment, to coming into our bodies, this particular somatic practice for me has been very transcendental. It has been very therapeutic and has really helped me to tap into source, to tap into a higher consciousness, a higher self, and to make huge leaps in my own personal growth. And so I had a very strong experience, as I have with each ecstatic dance that I've done, of communication with the divine. And in one of these dances, I was about to launch my blog, launch my website, launch my podcast, and I had it all under the word holistic life. So holistic life coach, holistic life podcast, holistic life blog. And I really had resonated with that word, all the parts coming together to make the whole, looking at all the parts and the whole system. But I had a very, very strong message during this ecstatic dance that if I wanted to be successful in my mission, that I had to go bigger than holistic. That holistic was overplayed. It was not enough. It was not, even if it is holistic, it was not encompassing enough, and that it wasn't sexy enough either. And I got the very clear message that if I wanted to be successful in my mission, that I needed to be ecstatic about life, and that I needed to empower others to find the ecstatic in their life. And so as I have done with all of these messages that I have gotten, all of these downloads that I have received during these dances, I followed it. And so I went back and I changed my wording, I changed my visuals, my branding, I changed it all right before I was getting ready to start. And I truly think that this was more in line with who I am, with who I'm meant to be on a soul level, my purpose in this life. while I was following this holistic lifestyle and this holistic approach, and I was really hoping to share my knowledge of living holistically with people, which I still absolutely plan on doing. Um, I don't think that that was truly in line with my soul's purpose. One of the things that I recall from growing up, from being younger, as a child and adolescent, is people telling me how I was happy all the time, joyful all the time, always smiling. I was involved with a sign language group, and my deaf friends gave me the sign language name that is that in and a smile, Nicole smiling because I smiled all the time. And so coming back into this view of myself as ecstatic, I do believe was more in line with my true purpose here on this planet, to help people to find more joy in their lives. And so it's my belief that we are a spiritual being that is having a physical experience through this physical body that we have been gifted with. And that is our job in this life to take care of this body, and that this body is also our source, our connection to the divine. Our neurons are literally antennas for consciousness. We are literally antennas for source. So when we are able to tap into our divinity, and when we are living with our true purpose and in alignment with our higher selves, when we are able to tap in to that source information, we become vessels of this knowledge. We become the gateways, the portals of this knowledge. And I feel truly that it is my purpose to help spread the ecstatic. And so back to, what does that mean to me? So for me, you can find the ecstatic in everything. And that doesn't mean a fake going around living in this like la la land where everything's happy, hunky dory, and there are no problems in the world. I absolutely 100% do not buy into that. I do not buy into being an ostrich and sticking your head in the sand and ignoring all the problems and then they'll just go away. I don't believe that we can just think happy thoughts and everything's going to be happy. In fact, I believe we need the full experience of emotions. We need the full experience in order to see everything, in order to be awakened to everything in this world, the light and the dark, good and evil. So within this duality, there is this balance, and without one, you cannot have the other. But for me, part of living ecstatically is being able to fully experience the deepest darkness and the brightest light. It's being able to hold those experiences, to hold those emotions, to experience divine ecstasy and exquisite pain. And in order to do that, our nervous systems must have the capacity to hold all of that, to hold things that are too big to most. And in order to do that, I believe embodiment work is very important. So in ecstatic dance, this has gotten me into my body. These somatic works have gotten me into my body. To be able to feel into this vessel, I feel like is the first step into being able to tap into our divinity. So honoring our bodies. And in an age when so many people are abandoning their humanity for technology, when we're seeing so much move into AI and things like brain chips and merging with our tech is really, it's really on the horizon, if not here right now. I personally am trying to look inside and discover more of what makes me human. And part of what makes us human is our ability to recognize polarities, to recognize the good and evil of the world, and to choose good, choose to align with our joy, to align with our purpose, and discover our superpowers. And I believe that true joy lies in true authenticity. And to me, this is a coming home to ourselves. So for me, aligning with ecstatic, just aligning with that word ecstatic, what that means to me, what that means in my life, was an alignment with my true self. It was a coming home to myself. In the way that I stepped into ecstatic dance, and I felt like the first thing that I said when I experienced it is, I feel like I'm coming home to myself, coming back into alignment, coming back into alignment with our purpose and our true nature is going to bring the most joy into our lives. So with this podcast, it's my hope to showcase experiences and practices and modalities that allow us to transcend our self-limiting beliefs or what we thought our limits were, and to open the permission field to try new things and to tap in to that true self, to that higher self, to come back into alignment with our true purpose. And in this, you will learn to discover how to find the ecstatic in every day, because that is not just a tagline here. That is genuinely how I am trying to live every single day. 1% more joyful, 1% more embodied, 1% more aligned every single day. And the choices I make, the things I choose to engage in, the thoughts I choose to think, the people I choose to be around. So it's my invitation to you to join me on this journey, to tap in to your true self, to use these conversations, my musings, my teachings, as a starting point for your ecstatic journey. Because I want you to experience the joy in every day. I want you to find the hidden gems that are living inside of you, just waiting to be discovered. It is my true, sincerest hope to touch the life of as many women as I can, to lift them up, to help them find purpose and meaning, and to rediscover what makes them ecstatic. So, jump on board, beautiful. I'm so glad you're here. I can't wait for this journey. I can't wait to walk with you on this path. And if you ever want to reach out, please don't hesitate to contact me. My website's NicoleGoffSpeaks.com, and you can email me at contact@NicoleGoffSpeaks.com. I'm available on Instagram. I'm available on Facebook. I would love to have a conversation. I would love to be of service. So, here we go. Until next time.